Hello and welcome to our channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I've got another very unusual video for you today. So you may know that there are certain web series, like Unsolved Mysteries, that are well known for sharing intriguing cold cases. One such case which gained worldwide attention is the Lars Mittank case. The details of the case left viewers both perplexed and disturbed. If you haven't heard about this case before, let me fill you in. Lars Mittank was a seemingly ordinary 28-year-old German man who decided to take a trip to Bulgaria with his friends in the summer of 2014. He wanted to relax on the beaches of Bulgaria and enjoy some time away from his busy life back in Germany. However, during their stay, things took a violent turn when Mittank got into a fight at a bar. The fight allegedly started over a heated discussion about football teams. During the altercation, Mittank sustained injuries to his ear and jaw. Concerned about his well-being, the friends decided that he should not travel back to Germany. They felt that he wasn't in a fit state to fly, and it would be safer for him to stay in Bulgaria and receive medical attention. Mittank was taken to a local doctor who examined his injuries and prescribed him antibiotics. The doctor also informed him that he shouldn't travel back home, as flying would affect his health. While the doctor's advice was probably well intended, it seems to have set off a chain of events that would eventually lead to Mittank's mysterious disappearance. From that point on, Mittank decided to stay in a small hotel near the airport, while his friends returned to Germany. In the days following the incident, Mittank's behavior became increasingly erratic and concerning. According to reports, he exhibited signs of paranoia, restlessness, and fear. He repeatedly called his mother, whispering in a panicked tone that men were trying to rob or kill him. In these calls, he requested that she cancel all of his credit cards. This worrying behavior suggested that Mittank might be in danger and that he might be experiencing a serious psychological issue. Mittank's actions raised significant concerns about his mental and physical well-being. His deteriorating condition prompted his mother to express her extreme worry about his state of mind and urge him to return home. On July 2014, after staying in the hotel for several days, Mittank went to the airport to try to board a plane back to Germany. He hoped that despite his injuries, he would be able to make the journey. At the airport, he again sought medical attention and convinced a physician that he was fit to travel. However, shortly after the examination, something unexpected and terrifying happened. While the doctor was speaking with a construction worker, Mittank panicked and rushed out of the room, his eyes wide with terror. This abrupt reaction indicated that something was deeply troubling him. As the doctor spoke with the construction worker, he observed Mittank pacing anxiously outside the door. Suddenly, the door burst open and Mittank shot out, dropping his belongings, including his wallet, his phone, and his passport. He dashed across the airport parking lot, jumped a security fence, and disappeared. This bizarre episode was caught on CCTV cameras and quickly spread online. The footage shows Mittank running frantically across the airport grounds. Scaling a barbed wire fence and disappearing from sight. His erratic behavior and unexplained actions left everyone wondering what had caused such a drastic change in his demeanor. The authorities were immediately alerted, and a large-scale search operation was launched. Despite extensive efforts by the police, no trace of Mittank was found. The mystery deepened when it came to light that Mittank had not checked into a hotel or purchased a ticket for any flight. His actions at the airport suggested that he had been genuinely frightened and was desperately trying to escape something or someone. His decision to abandon his belongings and flee without any identification raised questions about whether he had planned to disappear voluntarily or if he had been abducted. The case garnered widespread media attention and sparked numerous theories. Some believed that the antibiotic he had been prescribed for his ear injury could have triggered a psychotic episode due to its known side effects. Others suspected that the fight in the bar may have had a more significant impact on Mittank's mental state than initially thought. Some people even speculated that Mittank might have been involved in illegal activities that forced him to flee. As days turned into weeks and months, the hope of finding Mittank alive began to fade. The lack of any new leads or evidence made it seem as though the case might be a dead end. Mittank's disappearance left his family and friends devastated. They struggled to understand why he would suddenly vanish without a trace and abandoned his life. His mother, in particular, has tirelessly campaigned for justice and answers, refusing to give up hope that her son is still alive. The internet has buzzed with speculation since the incident. Some people claim that the antibiotic levofloxacin triggered a psychotic episode because it is linked to severe side effects like psychosis and seizures. However, Doctors say there's no link between the drug and Mittank's behavior. His mom doesn't believe that either. She thinks that her son was chased by Bulgarian gangsters, and that the medication side effect theory is just a cover-up. She continues to speak out about the case, hoping that someone with information will come forward. But his father says that the whole thing was a tragic accident. He thinks his son hurt himself after taking those pills and then ran away out of panic. After all, he left behind his passport and his wallet. Not to mention, he didn't buy a ticket to anywhere and didn't check into any hotels. He just disappeared. Here's what we know. On July 2014, a day before he disappeared, Lars sent a message to his mother saying that he was feeling sick and that they should pray for him. However, the contents of their conversation remained private. On the day he disappeared, a physician checked him and cleared him for the flight home, though he noted how anxious and fidgety Lars seemed. Then something happened that shocked everyone. When a construction worker entered the doctor's office, Lars suddenly panicked. Security camera footage shows him rushing out of the building, dropping his items and running across the airport parking lot. The footage shows Mittank jumping a barbed wire fence and disappearing into the field and forest beyond the airport. That was the last confirmed sighting of him. After the shocking incident at the airport, Mittank's whereabouts remain a complete mystery. The authorities conducted extensive searches in the surrounding areas using helicopters, divers, sniffer dogs, and hundreds of officers. Despite these efforts, no trace of Mittank was found. The lack of any concrete evidence has fueled speculation and theories about the case. Some speculate that Mittank intentionally disappeared, while others believe he was abducted or even met with foul play. The scant evidence has led to more questions than answers. Where exactly was Mittank going? Why did he jump the fence? And why has he not been located, despite extensive search efforts? Unfortunately, these questions may never be definitively answered. There have been unconfirmed reports of Mittank being spotted in various countries and even continents, but none of these sightings have been substantiated. The mystery of Mittank's disappearance has fascinated many, with thousands of videos and theories circulating online. The haunting CCTV footage of Mittank's desperate dash across the airport has become an iconic image in the case. Despite the lack of progress, Mittank's family refuses to give up hope. They continue to seek answers and hold on to the belief that he is still alive somewhere. The case remains an active investigation, and the authorities continue to explore all possible leads. However, as the years pass, the chances of finding Mittank alive diminish. The disappearance of Lars Mittank continues to be a perplexing and disturbing mystery that has captured global attention. His sudden and inexplicable actions at the airport left everyone puzzled and concerned. Whether his disappearance was the result of a psychotic episode, voluntary disappearance, foul play, or another cause, it remains unknown. As the case goes on, the hope for his safe return fades, leaving his family and loved ones to grapple with the uncertainty and longing for closure. So I'd love to hear from you. Do you think that Lars Mittank disappeared willingly? Do you think he's still out there somewhere? Or do you think he was abducted? If you think he was abducted, do you think that he's still alive? Let me know in the comments below. I certainly find this case extremely interesting. Please give this video a thumbs up and remember to share it with others. Subscribe if you haven't already. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you for watching. See you next time.